Okay, so let's go back to the night of February at about 2:08 a.m., all right?
Yes.
Okay. You observed a vehicle traveling at a high rate of speed?
Yes.
What was your perspective when you observed that vehicle? Was it coming towards you?
It was.
Okay. And you continued to watch that vehicle?
I did.
You estimated the speed?
Yeah, approximation.
Okay. And when you estimated the speed, you still continued to watch the vehicle?
Yes.
Okay. At some point, you used your radar gun to determine a speed?
Yes.
Okay. And when you did that, you continued to watch the vehicle?
Yes.
Were there any other vehicles on the road that would distract you at that time?
No.
So you continued to watch the vehicle as it approached you?
Yes.
You drove your police car behind the vehicle?
Yes.
You never stopped watching that vehicle, did you?
No.
The vehicle slowed as it approached the red light?
Yes. Yes.
It reached the intersection?
It did.
Okay. It stopped at the red light?
Yes.
Stopped appropriately?
Yes.
It stayed in its lane of travel the entire time you watched it?
Yes.
It didn't drift?
No.
Didn't weave?
No.
Didn't stop inappropriately before it reached the red light?
The first time or the second time?
When it reached the light?
It stopped appropriately, yes.
Stopped appropriately, okay.
Yes.
At any point, did the driver of the vehicle you were watching signal maybe to change a lane but not change a lane?
No.
So it didn't signal inconsistent with the actions of the vehicle?
No.
When it traveled, it was night?
Yes.
The headlights were on?
Yes.
Did it brake suddenly for no reason?
No.
Hit anything?
No.
Leave the roadway?
No.
I know you did. You see the vehicle turn while it was coming toward you before it reached the red light?
Turn?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. After you had the vehicle move, after you first initiated contact, you saw the vehicle turn into the parking lot?
Yes.
Okay. Did it turn appropriately?
It did.
Didn't turn with a wide radius, right?
No.
Okay. At any point, did you see the vehicle straddle a lane marker or center line?
No.
Did it almost hit anything at any point?
No.
Did the vehicle ever drive on anything other than the roadway?
No.
At any point, did the vehicle travel slower than 10 miles an hour, less than the speed limit?
No.
Did it follow too closely any other vehicles?
No.
Did it accelerate or decelerate rapidly?
No. No.
Okay. Now, you did testify when you were being asked questions by the government's lawyer that you had training in in DUI investigation.
Yes.
Was part of that training observations of driving patterns?
Yes.
Okay. And all the things you didn't see, were those that you just testified, were those things you were trained were indications of impaired driving?
They're all possible, yes, sir.
Okay. And you didn't see any of those things?
No.
Okay. Speeding is not an indicator of impairment, is it?
No.
In fact, people speed all the time without being impaired.
Yes.
At 2 o'clock in the morning, it's not unusual that somebody is speeding, right?
Yes.
Yes, it is, or yes, it's not?
Yes, it's not.
Sorry, bad question. All right. All right, so after the vehicle stopped at the light, you continued to watch it.
Yes.
The light turned green.
Yes.
It slowly rolled forward.
Yes.
It continued into the intersection.
Yes.
And then it just stopped.
Yes.
Just sat there.
Yes.
At some point, you put on your lights.
Yes.
You approached the vehicle.
Yes.
Saw the driver with his head on the steering wheel.
Yes.
Knocked on the window.
Yes.
He woke up.
Yes.
You watched him carefully when he woke up to make sure he didn't have a weapon, right?
Yes.
At all times, you watched him carefully for your own safety.
Yes.
You watched his hands specifically.
Yes.
Okay? And so you were watching as he opened the window when he woke up.
Yes.
Okay? Did he have any problem operating the switch to open the window?
No.
You spoke with him?
Yes.
You explained why he was stopped?
Yes.
He responded to you?
Yes.
He understood you?
Yes.
You requested that he drive to another parking lot?
Yes.
So at this point, You'd seen him drive. You okay?
Yes, sir.
Do you need some water?
No.
Okay. You got back into your car
Yes.
and continued to watch his vehicle.
Yes.
You told him to wait for the light to turn green.
Yes.
He waited for the light to turn green.
Yes.
When it turned green, he proceeded through the intersection.
Yes.
A car passed him on the left.
Yes.
He didn't hit that car, did he?
No.
He signaled a lane change,
Yes.
and he changed lanes.
Yes.
And he changed lanes safely,
Yes.
appropriately,
Yes.
normally.
Yes.
His vehicle approached the turn where you wanted him to turn into the parking lot.
Yes.
He slowed.
He did. Yes.
He approached it at a safe speed,
Yes.
signaled his turn into the parking lot.
Yes.
A car was pulling out of the parking lot when he was pulling in.
Yes.
He didn't hit that car, did he?
No.
Didn't even come close to hitting the car.
No.
Turned into the parking lot appropriately,
Yes.
normally.
Yes.
He pulled into a parking spot.
Yes.
He parked appropriately,
Yes.
parked between the lines of the parking spot.
Yes.
Didn't park on them.
No.
Didn't park across them.
Objection, asked and answered.
Can you repeat?
Didn't park across them like the wrong way, taking up several spots.
No.
When he started to drive again, he didn't try and flee.
No.
He didn't swerve abruptly during his driving to the parking lot.
No.
And he stopped his vehicle appropriately,
Yes.
not suddenly.
No.
Didn't hit the curb when he turned into the parking lot.
No.
And you've been trained that when you stop a vehicle that the driver might attempt to flee,
It's possible, yeah.
and that could be an indicator of impairment.
It's possible, yeah.
Okay? They might swerve.
Yes.
They might stop suddenly when your lights are behind them.
Yes.
Objection, Your Honor. Speculation.
Whether it might be an indicator.
You've also been trained that a vehicle, when the driver's impaired, could hit the curb or another object.
Yes.
Didn't do any of these things, did he?
No.
Now, when you first initially approached the vehicle, you asked him to move it eventually into a parking lot.
Yes.
Would you ever allow somebody that you suspected was impaired to drive?
No.
So at that point, when you asked him to move his vehicle into the parking lot, you did not suspect he was impaired.
No.
And you'd already stood at his window,
Yes.
had an opportunity to observe his face,
Yes.
heard his speech,
Yes.
and when you were speaking to him, you had bent down so you could hear him better, it looked like on the video. Is that correct?
I think that was the second time.
Okay. So if it shows it on the video, then I'm correct, and if it doesn't, I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. All right, so when he got to the parking lot and stopped, you again approached his vehicle.
Yes.